All right. Boom, da, boom, da, boom, da, boom, da, boom, da, boom, boom, da, boom, da, boom, boom, da, boom, boom, hey, hit it now. Boom, da, boom, da, boom, boom, da, boom, da, boom, boom, da, boom, da, boom, boom, da, boom, hey. Kick your leg out. Throw your hands up. Kick your legs out. Throw your hands out. Let the blood flow. Hey, boom, da, boom, 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 da, boom, da, boom, boom, da, boom, da, boom, boom, da, boom, boom, boom. All right, we're gonna get started with our answers to some of our cultural history this morning. We're gonna start out with the Great Pyramid of Giza, 2580 to 2560 BC. All right, the Great Pyramid of Giza in Cairo, Egypt, is known as the Pyramid of Khufu or the Pyramid of Cheops, the oldest and largest pyramid in Giza, and the oldest seventh wonder of the ancient world. It actually has 8 sides and can only be seen from above. Believed to be a tomb of the fourth dynasty Egyptian pharaoh Khufu, who no, but no mummies were ever found, opening up debates among scholars for possible other uses. Originally stood 481 meters tall, the tallest structure on Earth for 3,800 years. The sides of the base have an average area of only 2.28 inches in length and is the most accurately aligned structure in existence, facing true north with only 3/60ths of a degree of error, estimated to weigh 5,750,000 tons. It sits in the center of the land mass of the Earth, only one of only two pieces on the planet that could support its weight. All right, that was the Great Pyramid of Giza. All right, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Let's get this thing started right. Let's see what the phrase of the day is. And it goes a little something like this. Hit it. May we let go and grow. Bright as the as all bright as stars let me start out over. May we let go and grow. Bright as stars in a clear, frosty night. The more we are stripped of what we thought we could not do without. May we let go and grow. Bright as stars in a clear, frosty night. The more we are stripped of what we thought we could not do without. The question is, what happens when I let go of the needs to be right, the need to be safe, the need to know? What happens when I let go of the need to be right, the need to be safe, the need to know? All together now. May we let go and grow. Bright as stars in a clear, frosty night. The more we are stripped of what we thought we could not do without. The question is, what happens when I let go of the need to be right, the need to be safe, the need to know? All right, who wants to go first? Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. All right, who wants to go first? Who's there?
Grand, blessings and prosperity. Sierra Moore from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Grand Rising, Sierra from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Go ahead.
Could you read the phrase again, please?
Okay, no problem. I'll say that again. It goes like this. May we let go and grow bright as stars in a night, in a clear, frosty night. The more we are stripped of what we thought we could not do without. The question is, what happens when I let go of the need to be right, the need to be safe, the need to know?
Okay, I got it. Thank you. For myself, I can say that there's no worries because you don't need to worry. And for as being safe, you need not to be safe because it gives you a different level of comfortability. Because when you don't know the outcome, you can't even really fantasize on it. You don't have to worry about it because you're in the now. So I take that is be in the now, like the present right now. Don't worry about what is to come or not to come. Just know that it shall happen. And it's going to be a blessing, not nothing that's going to hurt you. So you can live vicariously like a child. And I take that is live vicariously today. So that way, whatever comes, you don't have to feel that, oh, it's going to lead you down the wrong road or whatever have you. It's going to take you to the right destination. You're just unaware. Well, I'm just unaware of it. So I take that as today is going to be a wonderful day. And I'm going to live vicariously and attack some things that I've been putting off and just let the creator do what he got to do because it's not in my control. That's what I took from there. Blessings and prosperity. Back to you, Dennis.
All right, go ahead and attack the day. Let it be what it be. Let the creator do what it do. He says, no worries, no need to worry. It is, go ahead and do what you have to do and safe. No need to be safe because, things will naturally happen. Be in the now. It shall, what shall happen is going to happen. Nothing you can do about it. And nothing hurt, can't worry about hurt. Live like a child, vicariously. Today, you're going to have a wonderful day because it is a wonderful Wednesday, a winner Wednesday. You can go ahead and do that and make that happen. Just don't worry about things because, you just have to let it go sometimes. Don't worry about what you can't do, worry about what you can. You shouldn't worry about what you just do what you can do, not worry. Just go ahead and do what you can because things are going to happen as long as you do the right thing. Don't stress out on things that don't matter. I always say, when people are safe, it's just like this. I always say, yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I shall fear no evil. So, things are going to go ahead. If you don't have that fear of the evil, I mean, you might have to learn a lesson from it, but you don't have to be scared of it and go ahead and make things happen. You go ahead and do what you want to do the righteous things. Go out there, as you said, take charge of your life. You're going to make something happen today. You're going to go out there and make the day a wonderful day and do what you need to do. You know what you need to. Sometimes you got to let people go. If you don't have to worry about having them supposedly love you. You can go out and make things happen regardless of what other people think. You just go out there and make it happen. Do the right thing. As long as you're doing what you can from your heart and your mind and your soul, and spiritually, things will get better. Let go. Like I said, let go and let it grow. And things will be bright when you let go of some things. Sometimes we gotta release because we carry so much stress on our back. We gotta release some of the people off our back. We gotta go out there and say, hey, I can do this. I will do this. I am the best. I am a champion. I am a winner. And you go out there and you make it happen. As you said, we can think of children and people told, either they want to live vicariously through you. Go out there and make it happen. Don't be afraid. What are you afraid of? What are you trying to be safe? Playing safe. Sometimes you play it safe. We think of the NFL when they playing a safe, like another other team won't win, but that causes them to get down the field closer to where they're going to go to the goal. Just go out and make things happen. That's all we can do. And live each day as you are. Because as I always say, you only die once, but you live every day. Tomorrow is better, different than today. And you can always change your paradigm, build your new circle, start anew, and let go of the people who are trying to pull you down or the things that are trying to pull you down. Just go there and be one with yourself. Love yourself. And when you love yourself, fall in love with yourself, you will not let things happen to you. You will not let things control your life. You are being in control of you and the creator. And you can create anything that you want. And when you create that land, that mindset, that dream world, whatever you want to make it, you can go there to that happy place instead of being in a sad place. Go out there and be the strength instead of the weakness. Go out there and be the love instead of hate. We can go out there and change anything we want to do on the good side. And I say, once you do that, your whole life will change. It will make it further better. You'll be at peace with yourself. You'll see, wow, I let that go. And now I can grow. Because sometimes when we keep home trying to make something happen, like putting a square peg in a round hole, it just don't fit sometimes. It just don't fit. Why you keep breaking your neck to do it? Just let it go. Let it go and grow. So now that you can have to be as bright as the stars in a clear, frosty night. The more we're stripped of what we thought we could not do without. We thought we couldn't do without it, but yet you could. You thought you couldn't do without, but yet you could. As I say, you just let it go and you grow. That's a great thing. The more we do it, the better off we'll be. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. Gonna keep on rolling. Here we go. We're gonna go out to the next person. It goes like this. May we let go and grow. Bright as stars in a clear, frosty night. The more we are stripped of what we thought we could not do without. The question is, what happens when I let go of the need to be right, the need to be safe, the need to know? All right, who wants to go next?
Grand Rising, this is Shuna in California.
Grand Rising, Shuna in California. Go ahead.
What comes to mind for me is scripture that says, consider the lilies of the field and, how they toil for nothing. And, how, the birds, how they're not anxious for anything. And they just go about life and just do things naturally and things flow for them. The flowers, they bloom when it's time to bloom, they close when it's time to close. And they trust that the wind, the is going to be enough, the rain or whatever, and the sun is going to be enough for what they need. And they just do what they do. So that's what comes to my mind, is that if we are just living life, we have, of course, we want to set our goals and the things that we want. We want to put that down and do the action that it takes to get those things, but not in anxiety, not in worry and stressing out on it, and making like a timeline that we have to crunch, you know, um, make a timeline that's going to be reasonable, where you're not stressing out and worrying yourself, because those things lead to sickness and illness when we're stressing ourselves out, or we anxious all the time. And it's hard to think too when you're like that. It's hard to focus. So you're actually hurting yourself more when you get yourself in that kind of state of mind. But if you're just flowing and things going smoothly and you're not worrying about it, you just know that you can do it because you know your gifts, you know your talents, you know what you're capable of. And if you got a good team that's pretty much on your side, things are going to flow smoothly. So you don't have to worry about it. Just do whatever, you have to do to reach whatever goals you set. And same with relationships. You either gonna be friendly with that person or you just not gonna be friendly with that person. It's your decision how you approach people, and you decide really what you want the relationship to be, whether it's business, friendship, or a spouse. It's all in how you treat each other. Your relationship is going to be what you make it. And if you're making your relationship a good one, then you don't have to worry about it. You just relax in it. You sit down. Most of the time in relationships with like a spouse, they fail because people fail to communicate. But if you have the conversation of what it is that you're doing, and that's what you relax in, then there's no problem. There's no worry. you know. But if you're not having a conversation and you don't know what's going on, you just kind of winging it, that's where people get stressed out. So uh, that's what comes to my mind. So live life worry free. I know that you're golden, and that's it.
All right, all right. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. You know, you say you got to consider the lilies in the field. You talk about the birds. You know, they aren't anxious. They go about their lives in the flight and do what they do. They're not anxious for anything. The flowers that bloom, they trust that the rain and the sun will be enough to set goals, and they don't have any anxiety. You know, the timeline to be reasonable. And sometimes we got to go ahead through life and see those things. You have to have yourself, and you had to think about it. You got to think about what you want to do sometimes. You know, don't have that stress. You don't need the stress. Got to let it go. You know, you have a good team. I always say teamwork makes the dream work, and things can flow smoothly to your goals. You can reach your goals, and it's a good thing when you have a team that's all on one mindset, going in the same directions. And when you set those goals and you determine who your friends are or who they aren't, you have to be friendly with people. You decide on your relationship. Many relationships, as you said, you can be good. Is how you make it. And if it fails, when people fail to communicate, you know, a good spouse, you have to talk to them and communicate. People forget about that, the conversation. They think, oh, it's just going to work. He's a man. He should know. She's a woman. She should know. Nobody knows. Everybody's different. You have to talk to each other to get to having that conversation so you don't stress out and you don't make it into a bad relationship. People just fail to communicate, and that breaks up any kind of relationship. I don't care if it's business, personal. You know, you don't assume, assumption is assuming making an ass out of you and me. So we have to go out there and find out what people want, find out what they need, find out what's important to them. And when you do that, something you got to give as well as to receive. It's got to go both ways. It can't be one-sided all the time. If it's one-sided, some people feel used. You're like, dang, I'm always giving, I'm always giving, I'm always giving, I'm always giving. There's nothing wrong with giving, but sometimes you have to receive. If you give knowledge, you expect them to take that knowledge and do something with it. And if they don't, you're like, wow, why am I keep doing this? Why am I keep doing this? And they don't get it. They don't get it. We just have to keep going because someone out there is going to receive that. And when that person does receive it, it's just like in the business. You know, we can get all the no's in the world, but when we do get that one yes, man, that no, we don't even think about it. It's not even there. It's a blur. So we just have to go out there and do what we do to make things work. It's colleges. If you didn't have the recruits coming into colleges, the college was shut down. You didn't have people coming to your store, they were shut down. The people weren't getting on the planes, it would like go down. So you need to have communication skills, the main thing. Have the skill to go out there and be able to communicate, different personality types, all these things that we have. And just keep doing what you do and things will be better. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we're gonna keep on rolling as we go like this. The phrase of the day is, may we let go and grow. Bright as stars in a clear night, clear frosty night. The more we of what we thought we could not do without. The question is, what happens when I let go of the need to be right, the need to be safe, the need to know? All right, who wants to go next? Anybody else out there? Okay, okay. I
Grand
guess we'll
Rising, this is Kai calling from North Carolina.
Grand Rising, Kai from North Carolina.
All right. So repeat the question, please.
Okay, I'll read the whole thing over. May we let go and grow, bright as stars in a clear, frosty night. The more we are stripped of what we thought we could not do without. The question is, what happens when I let go of the need to be right, the need to be safe, the need to know?
All right. For me, I believe that is that's when I really survive off of um what I already have inside of me. You know, sometimes we may think, or I'll speak for myself. Um, I may think that I need a certain person's approval or for them to be there for me to function in certain capacities, but I'm learning that I do have a lot of skills, and I may need to learn some things or tweak some things, but I do have a lot of skills. So some of the things that I thought I needed from other people, I already have that, myself. Um, so I'm just realizing that I really can do, all of the things that I really want, all of the things that I truly need, even with being at my job, I used to think that certain things couldn't be done without my ex-boss. And when she left, now that she's gone, I'm realizing that I did have all of those skills. I can run the program without her, but that also spills into the other areas, of life, the things that I thought I may have needed a certain thing, you know. Sometimes I think with the society, it's kind of a consumer society, like they're always putting stuff in front of us, or, you know, um, even down to like wherever there's a bank or a place where you're making money, they usually have some type of store or distraction nearby. But I'm learning that, I don't need a whole lot of stuff. I could just keep things simple and in the simplicity of it all, work on things. So I'm learning how to simplify so that I could really do things in a bigger and better way, to be more efficient going forward. So that's what I got out of that. Back to you.
All right. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. All right. You start out, you say, you think, we go out there and you go ahead and make decisions. You think you need a certain purpose of approval. You start off with what you have instead of what you thought, what you think. You need to have you thought you needed to have a certain approval, which you didn't need to have because you have the skill in yourself. The skill you thought you needed from other people, you already have. You already have it within inside you, the inner you. So you go out there and you make it happen. First you're hesitant about it. So you think about, you used to be hesitant about your boss, but when your boss left, you did have the skill to do it. You didn't know it. You had, I always say, be proactive and reactive. Go out and do things. If you take charge, you're not worried about it because you already can do it. You already have the inner strength inside of you to go ahead and make it happen. You just don't know it sometimes. You don't have the confidence in yourself. You have to have the confidence. God, it's no different. The same, I always say, when you change the way you look at things, the way you look at things change. It's the same situation, just looking at it from a different point of view, or doing it or attacking or whatever it is at a different angle to get a different result or different reply. And you talked about how we're a consumer society. Yes, they're always marketing, not the consumer. They're getting you to buy. They making their money on marketing. They spend $10 million to market so they can get you to buy everything that they want. It's psychological. It's a system. It's planned to do that. They just keep marketing to us, and we don't know how to market. We want to go buy. We don't know how to market. We in the marketing business, but want to be a secret agent. Closed mouth does not get fed. You have to go out there and make it happen. They put that in front of you every day so you can go out and buy and buy and buy. But what are you bringing in? We got so comfortable with going to the plantation and getting a small check just to get by. We don't know that we can own the place and have an abundance all the time. So we got, as someone stated, I think yesterday, talked about how we go to work to get that check because we know we're getting a check. But when you go trying to be an entrepreneur, guess what? You don't see that check. You got to go make that check. So now you're like, oh, I'm comfortable with this. So guess what? You can never be a millionaire like a Juliet St. John sitting in the office or sitting at your desk or going out and doing physical labor. What happens when what's wrong with your mind? Your mind is still going to constantly think. Sometimes your body can't keep up with that. So you have to go out there and make things happen and do it the right way. Quit being this consumer. And they always say, be the lenders and not the borrowers. We need to start doing that. You don't need to a lot of stuff. Like you said, simplify it. You don't need all those things. And to do better and bigger things, you can go ahead and do with what you have. And what you have is enough because the creator is giving you all the things you can. So like I said, they're not going to give you more than you can handle. You can do all things if you believe in yourself. You believe in the creator, believe you can go do it. You can make it happen. And that's what we have to go ahead and do today and the rest of our lives. Go out there and do what you know you need to do. The creator gave you a talent to go make things happen. You're a wonderful person. You're a great person. You know you're doing the right thing. You don't have to worry about stressing yourself out or worrying about what other people think. You already go out there, you make things happen. You say, wow, if I don't know, let me learn from it. Whatever the experience is, it's not a wrong or right way to do it. It's a learning way to do it. If you messed up, that's great. Learn from it and correct it the next time you go out and speak to someone, or the next time you're dealing with somebody's paperwork, the next time you're dealing with a parent or a child or a student, because they're trying to take over our own homes with the legal system. You can't even discipline your child or talk to your child a certain way. Matter of fact, you don't even have to do nothing. If your child goes out and do something, guess who's responsible? You are. So, you have to go out and make things happen in the right way. Go do things that we know are good. Go things in your heart and your mind, and we can put those in a balance, because you do have to have balance. You do get up and meditate. We do get out here this morning and go out there so we can take on the world, so we can make the world a better place. Not only the world a better place, but go out there and don't let anything penetrate your greatness, your happiness, your desire to make the world better, your desire to nation build, your desire to have a better place to live. You need to go on a vacation. You need to have a great meditation. Get in tune with yourself. And when you're in tune with yourself, now you can be that bright, shining light. Turn the light on, as they say, turn the light on. You can do it. We know you can do it. And as I always say, you can, you will, you must be demanding. And when you are in demand, that means everybody wants to come to you and get the answer, because you do have the answer. The solution for their pollution, solution for the whole world's pollution, you have it. It's not a problem. We are problem solvers. And when you can do that, the world is yours. You always can help somebody. You help yourself, you can help somebody else uplift themselves to another level. And we just have to level up. So let's go out there today and do that and be the courageous geniuses that we are today. Go out there and make it happen, no matter what the obstacle or whatever you're confronted with. Go out there and make it happen. So I want to thank you all for getting up this early morning, Wednesday. They call it Hump Day. Wonderful Wednesday. We're going to go ahead and winning Wednesday and make this happen. So thank you all very much. And as I say in closing, I'll see you all on the beaches and adventures of the world with lots of money in your purses, wallets, pockets, and most of all, those big fat bank accounts. Oh, I forgot to tell you too, today is Wednesday, so they do have the Bob Proctor training this morning. It's 6 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern. Go out there and get on that. And we still have the assembly line with Kelvin doing the compensation. I'll be doing the part about the social media marketing. And we have someone at 4 o'clock, I think today, doing a webinar. So go out there and get that done. And we have one also tonight as well. Get on that if you want to. And thank you very much again. Have a wonderful day. Get your mind right. Think and grow rich. Think into results. Make it happen, because you are the captain of your ship. You are the light shining bright for everyone to see. No matter how small or dim the light is, you are still the light, and you can make it as bright as you want to be. So thank you all very much. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.